Good morning, everybody. I am Pastor Ravon Buffkin, pastor of the Vandalia Church of God, and that is in Vandalia, Michigan. The address there is 60825 Walnut Street. If you are ever in Vandalia on a Sunday morning, or if you just want to come to church on Sunday morning, we'll be glad to have you at the Vandalia Church of God. We're closed now due to the pandemic, but we give a sermon every Sunday morning. And I make them very short because I know a lot of people do give messages on Sunday morning, and you want to hear them all. So I make mine very short so you can listen to this one and any other one you would like to hear. This morning's message is coming from the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes is a book written by King Solomon. The word says he's the wisest man that ever lived. And the word says also here in the 11th verse of the 12th chapter, it says that the words of this book are given by one shepherd, which of course is God. So these words come directly from God through the pen of the wise King Solomon. And so he gives you first, he wants you to know that everything on earth is repeated. Nothing is completed. It's done over and over and over again. And he gives us some examples. For example, he says one generation follows another. And then it's repeated and repeated and repeated. And then he says the sun rises and the sun sets over and over and over again. It never stops. And then he says the wind blows over and over and over again from all the directions, north, south, east, and west. It just keeps doing it. Everything on earth keeps doing it. The river flows to the sea, but the sea is never full. So it just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing. And our labor is the same. We cut the grass, it grows back, we cut it again. It grows back, we cut it again. The leaves fall, we rake them up, and then they fall again. And everything on earth is that way. Even our quest for knowledge, we see and we see again, and we see again, and we see. And we hear and we hear and hear, but nothing is ever enough. We just keep doing it over again. And the Lord wants us to know that for reasons. The problems of man now were the problems of men in the past. It's the same. Mental and physical illness. And this COVID-19 is not the first pandemic. There was a pandemic in 1918. There were pandemics before that. And before that, way back before we could even remember, there were pandemics. Now, in the 9th verse, I think is the foundation of this chapter. It says, "What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. And there is nothing new under the sun." And this under the sun means on earth. Over and over and over again. So, this is the pandemic. It will leave, it will come again. We know that because in 1918, there was a Spanish flu, which wiped out hundreds of thousands of people. And there are, even our written records, we forget them, but somewhere long ago, there was a pandemic that was long before us. There were pandemics. So this one will leave. This COVID-19 will leave, and we'll be fine. And then another pandemic will come. That's what the Lord wants us to know about planet Earth. Everything is continuously changing. Now that's good to know because this thing is not going to last always. And I'm glad the Lord, this is the Lord's word written by Solomon. He wanted us to know that things will come and things will go. And so we, even with this pandemic, it will leave. We'll be fine. We'll be happy. There's no pandemic. And then again, it will come again, over and over. Everything on earth is repleted or incompleted. Like, for example, the river flows to the sea, but the sea don't fill up. So it just flows and flows and flows. Now, the Lord made this earth, and he made it like that, so that everything is repeated. Even our work, we work, and then we think we're done, but it comes again, and we have to do it again. A house, we build a house, it ages and breaks down, and we got to do it again. So that's the way it is on planet Earth. And the Lord wants us to know that. But he doesn't call it planet Earth. He calls it, this is the way it is under the sun. So let's keep that in mind. There are other people who need to know this. They're worried day in and day out about this pandemic. They think it's going to last forever, but it's not. It's going to stop, and then some years are going to pass, and it's going to do it again. Just think about it. Don't we live on a planet where there's winter, spring, summer, and fall? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. And we love all the seasons because they're pretty in their own way, each one. So take this. Listen. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. That's good for you to know. It's good for me to know. Tell it to other people so that they don't worry about the way things are. We thank you for being here. We thank you for listening. And we ask that you pass this message on to somebody else. You can find it at the Evangelical Church of God Facebook page. Turn to it and listen again and again. Thank you, and you have a grand day.